Ang ganda ng student to teacher ratio mo sa papel. Pero sa classroom, ang pangit kasi hindi naman talaga nagtuturo yung mga yun All principals hold teaching positions. About 90% of principals don't actually teach anymore. Kasi ang dami daw nilang ginagawa, ang daming kailangan gawin. Boss na raw sila ng mga teacher, ayaw na nila magturo. And yet, they hold teaching positions, Yung security ko, hindi ko pinapahirapan ng buhay mo. Kaya lang, ayoko lang pahirapan yung buhay ko pag ako tinanong. Mas maganda na kayo nahihirapan kaysa ako, di ba? Kindly look into it. Kindly look into it. I won't belabor the point. Kindly look into it. Now, of the 119, sir, right? GOCCs, ilan na yung nag-right size doon? Ilan na yung inayos nyo which justifies your being exempted from the right sizing bill?
For the total count of GOCCs, Mr. Chair, that have been right-sized or reorganized by the GCG, around 40 to 50 GOCCs, Mr. Chair, out of the 119.
Kindly submit the exact number, sir, not a range. So,
Yes, Mr. Chair.
40, paano yung balance? Assuming it's 40, out of the 119, you're talking 69 more. And then, 79 more. So, anong status ng 79? Because even at 50, that's less than a majority of the GOCCs under you since your creation. So, again.
Yes, Mr. Chair. We'll submit the number of GOCCs and the identified GOCCs that have been reorganized, Mr. Chair.
What's the reason why you haven't been able to do that right sizing for the remaining balance of roughly 60%? Again, you're being exempted Why? If you haven't done it, why? O tinatamad lang ang DBM kaya kung kayo nagagawa, kayo na gumawa. So what makes it so special if you're not doing it anyway? How long has GCG been in existence?
The GCG was created in 2011, Mr. Chair.
So 14 years.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
For 14 years, you've done 30% of total.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
How long will it take for you to do the rest?
For other GOCCs, Mr. Chair, they're subject to other dispositive actions such as abolition, Mr. Chair. So some GOCCs no longer be reorganized but subject to other actions
Like
under
what?
10149. Abolition and privatization, Mr. Chair.
Like what?
So among the 119 GOCCs, that includes the CIAF companies, the Coco Levy companies, 14 holding companies, and 6 oil mills group, which under the Coco Levy Trust Fund law are subject to
Okay.
privatization upon determination of the Coco Levy Trust Fund Committee. There are other GOCCs.
Gano'ng katagal na rin yun?
That law was 2019, Mr. Chair. So under the Coco Levy Trust Fund Act, the national government and the committee has 5 years to determine whether or not these GOCCs would be subject to privatization or retained by the national government.
Naglapse na yung 5 years ng 2024.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Anong gagawin natin? What do we do now? What if they don't close up?
And we'll submit the proper recommendation to the Office of the President, Mr. Chair.
Of the 119, ilan yung for abolition? So if you've done 50, I'm giving you the higher end of your estimate. Of the remaining 69, ilan ang for abolition?
So among the 59 remaining, Mr. Chair, the Philippine Aerospace
69.
Development, 69,
50, 69. Yeah, kung 50 kayo. 119 ka mo
yes, Mr. Chair,
So may
59.
69 ka pa.
So 49 actually. The 20 GOCCs under the CIF, Mr. Chair, are subject to
20 yan.
20 for privatization, Mr. Chair. The Philippine Aerospace Development Corporation under the DND, the charter is set to expire by September of this year. There are other GOCCs that are being evaluated for abolition. This includes the
It's set to expire in 2025.
2025, Mr. Chair,
Okay.
this year. The Philippine PNOC Renewables Corporation is also being studied for dispositive action abolition, Mr. Chair, among other GOCCs.
PISAM,
PISAM, Mr. Chair, there is a pending bill in Congress to extend the
we will
corporate
extend it
life.
for 5 years. Because if they haven't been able to do their job for the past 30 years or so, what assurance do we have that they'll be able to do it if you give them another 25 years? So we were giving them 5 years and that's it. To wind up basically their job of privatizing the assets of Napocor. Yun naman ang trabaho nila, di ba? I mean, Chair would like to acknowledge and recognize the presence of Senator Win Gatchalian. Thank you for your presence, sir. This is a consultative meeting which we made public. Happy New Year. Andito ka rin daw kahapon
Nandito nga.
Ako rin. Sige, kindly give us a list and the status and reason so that I can justify why you're exempted.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Will comply.
Legislature is not covered, right, Yusagong? Constitutional commissions,
Are also not
namely CSC,
civil.
COMELEC, COA,
Ombudsman, sir.
Ombudsman, at Commission on Human Rights.
Constitutional commissions. LGUs also, sir.
Isa-isay natin. Blah, blah, blah.
Sir, CHR po is not the Commission on Human Rights is not covered, sir. Is not excluded. Therefore,
Is not excluded?
yes, sir. The CHR is not considered as a
Ang
constitution.
dami na kasing version eh. Teka lang. Ombudsman, Judiciary. So, all courts.
All courts, sir.
Pag may GOCC ba under the judiciary, wala.
GOCC under G.
Kindly check
Parang
kung may
hindi,
GOCC under the excluded agencies.
Sir, we know that there's no GOCC
Good.
under the judiciary po.
Kindly check na rin sa lahat, ha?
Okay, sir. For this
And then you're also excluding teaching and teaching-related positions in elementary, secondary, tech-voc, state universities, colleges, non-chartered tertiary schools. So, now, DepEd was not mentioned. SHED was not mentioned. You're only referring to teaching and teaching-related positions. Do I take it that DepEd is included? SHED
Yes.
is included insofar as non-teaching items are concerned.
You are correct, Mr. Chair.
So when you say teaching and teaching-related positions, paano yung teacher na ginawang secretary ng supervisor? Ang dami nun ah. Teacher na ginawang secretary, bodegero, utusan ng supervisor.
They have
Kasi
to
wala namang non-teaching personnel ang DepEd eh. O konti lang eh.
Yes,
Ano yun?
Mr. Chair, they have to look into the item or the plantilla of that work of the employee, Mr. Chair. We know for a fact that some of them are doing multiple tasks in the school, but we look into their item or plantilla where they are employed.
Shouldn't we also look at exactly what they're doing? Isn't that what right sizing is about? If that item is not being used by that person for the function he or she is supposed to perform, then shouldn't she be given that position instead of a teaching position? Kaya ang ganda ng student to teacher ratio mo eh, sa papel. Pero sa classroom ang pangit kasi hindi naman talaga nagtuturo yung mga yun eh. All principals hold teaching positions. About 90% of principals don't actually teach anymore. Kasi ang dami daw nilang ginagawa, ang daming kailangan gawin. Boss na raw sila ng mga teacher, ayaw na magturo. And yet, they hold teaching positions, ha? So, isn't that part of right sizing, looking at what they're doing, not only the position they're holding?
Yes, you're correct, Mr. Chair, that this is also a good opportunity for us to look into their mandates and
So,
actual
can we include that in the
job
bill?
functions.
Can we include that somewhere in the bill? Na hindi lang yung position o item niya, pero yung ginagawa niya talagang trabaho to find out if indeed the
particular
position
position.
needs to be created because, again, we're exempting MUP, military uniform personnel. We're exempting DepEd. I'll talk about the other agencies later. But the main problem between these two agencies, including the police, ang daming police na ang trabaho, hindi naman police. Ang daming sundalo na ang trabaho, hindi naman sundalo. Ang daming teacher na ang trabaho, hindi naman teacher. I'll give you an example, Yusek De Leon. Lahat ng bantay nyo sa kampo, sundalo. Dapat security guard yun eh. Hindi trabaho ng sundalo at trabaho ng security guard. The most attacked and threatened country in the world would be the United States of America, and yet all of their military bases are guarded by security guards sa gate. May military police sa loob. Di ba? Pero, so they're not performing the function of a soldier too. Yung driver ng mga general ninyo, sundalo. Di ba? Driver dapat yun. Ngayon, kung sa war zone yun, edi sige. Pero kung nasa Metro Manila naman kayo, siguro naman dapat, di ba, yung item ng driver? Yung secretary sa mga opisina ng DND, ng PNP, same. Sundalo at police. Mas mura ho ang sweldo ng secretary kaysa sa sundalo at police unless involved in national security. Edi sige. But again, it's an opportunity to do these things already. Para hindi sayang yung sweldo, di ba? Kaya tinataas na natin ang sweldo ng teacher, ng pulis at ng sundalo dahil pinagtatanggol nila yung bayan, pinagtatanggol yung kalayaan natin, tinetraining natin, binigyan natin ng barel, tapos tiga-taas ng barikada sa gate ng Camp Aguinaldo. Huwag naman, di ba? Again, it's about time we do that too. That you're exempted does not mean, we will include provisions here, that you're exempted does not mean you shouldn't look at your organization too. With a view to ensuring na yung sundalo, trabaho ng sundalo, hindi trabaho ng security guard at driver, yung trabaho ng pulis, hindi trabaho ng alalay o secretary sa anumang opisina. So, to clarify, CHED and DepEd, pwedeng i-right size, covered sila. Teaching positions lang.
Yes, sir. So that they can primarily do their task that was assigned to them.
State universities, hindi rin excluded? Except for teaching positions?
Teaching lang po, Mr. Chair.
Do you have the power to right size state universities? No, they have their own board,
The SUCs po are subject to the similar standards and staffing pattern that we
I
implement.
know, before a
So, of course.
permanent item is created, then ganun din naman ng Congress, ganun din naman ng Senate eh. We cannot create an item unless you approve it eh. But my question is, do you have the power, with or without this law, to right size SUCs insofar as non-teaching items are concerned? Hindi ba dadaan sa board nila yon? Again, they're governed by a board. What if their board refuses?
Yeah, Mr. Chair, even if there's a board resolution passed by the respective board of the SUCs, if it's inconsistent with our standards,
I
we
agree
cannot
with you.
create it.
You're talking of the creation of new items. With right sizing, you're talking of the abolition of certain positions and offices. Can you impose your will on them, or does it not need to go through the respective boards of the SUCs? Diba? Look into it. Again, I'm just telling you the difficulties we may be encountering with respect to the list you gave. Non-chartered tertiary schools, what are these? Can you give me an example of a non-chartered tertiary school?